Welcome to the Badmash Cellar. My name is Raj Patel, aka the Bourbon Guru and the custodian of this beautiful cellar. Namaste. Badmash has two meanings. In bourbon lingo, it means bad mash, but in Indians, it means naughty or very bad man, something my friends call me after they get a few pours from this cellar. The cellar was built by M.J. Wellen here in Michigan and is designed like the inside of a barrel. So as we explore all the different bourbons in this cellar, I want you to pick out one or two that you like to see me pour in the next three episodes of the Daily Pour. So first, E.H. Taylor. I love the man, I love the distilleries he built, and I love the bourbons he made. But I also collect old ads um, for this brand. So this is my favorite. Who are you saving the old Taylor for? Aren't your good friends worth your best bourbon? The sign of good whiskey is a sign of good host. I look at this cellar as my library where each bottle tells a story, a history, but you can also touch it, feel it, smell it, and drink it. How great is that? So let's pan through the bourbons and let me know which ones you'd like to see in the next few episodes of the Daily Pour. Here, starting at the top here, we got Elmer T. Lee's. The first three are collector bottles. And then we've got the older Weller bottles here, and then the newer Weller bottles, the full series over here. We've got the full vertical on the E.H. Taylor releases, one of my favorite brands. And then as we go up here, Mr. Sam, that's you might want to see me pour that one and give you a little bit background on that one. We got the Stag, great high proof bourbons. And then here is some of the rarest bourbons. So you look at this last drop from 19 it's a 1982, only 44 bottles made. This was 34 of the 44. So if someone wants me to open that and tell you a little bit background of that, I'll be happy to do that. Same thing with the Double Eagle Rare Rare or the OFC bottles. We got all the Pappy Van Winkle verticals over here. I'm sure some of you would want to see me pour those also in the near future. A number of Blantons over here, including this one, which predates when they started putting letters in 1999. The other thing I love is the base Buffalo Trace bourbon, but more barrel picks. Here's a barrel pick from Harlan Whitley, and then another one from Elmer T. Lee. Both would be great ones to open. You got the B-Tech collection with the new release, the E.S. Taylor one, the Charter Oak collection here. As you know, my wife got me that finest oak for Christmas this year. And then we go up here, we got benchmarks, and then we've got the big boys that were all distilled at the Old Stag Distillery, predating Buffalo Trace. Those are great bourbons to have. In my first episode, I did the Fleshmans, and then we also did the Cream of Kentucky a few days later. You got other Buffalo Trace products over here. This experimental bottle is actually really cool. So maybe one of you might want me to open that. Um, we've got the 6 millionth barrel bottle down here. Um, and then we go to the other side. We've got 1792. This was the original 1792 Ridgewood Reserve. This was a conflict with Woodford, and then Sazerac decided to just drop that and just call it 1792. And 1792 depicts the year that Kentucky became a state. And one of the first releases was the Sport Finish, followed by High Rye. This 225th anniversary bottle is actually really good. And then so we go through all the different verticals in the 1792. It'd be great to explore these and pour. Uh, the birthday edition, All Foresters, only got open on my birthday or my friend's birthdays. We got a bunch of Wild Turkey products here in between. I don't know why I have Old Forester, but this one right here, the Old Forester family stock, you might want to Google. You probably won't find anything about it. Got all the Wild Turkey Master's Keeps over here, Jamaica's Mark down there. This one over here was the Old Forester, the very first single barrel release. They experimented 3 barrels. So this is the first 100, the second 100, and the third 100. I'd love to open those up one of these days. We got some Angel's Envy here, some Willet Purple Tops. That's another great one to open and try. Got some Whistle Pig. That 18 back there is one of my favorites. Very little left of it. The Four Gate is another great bourbon to try and open. We got a number of Bardstown here. This actually is the number one Bardstown Discover series. So this is a very rare bottle, but again, we'd be happy to pour that and talk about it. We got some Heaven Hill bottles, and then love the Old Fitzgerald. This is all sets of Weller juice, so it's a really great bourbon. Um, then we go into some of the old Dusties over here. This would be great to open, including this little Four Roses bottle one of these days. But we've got Dowling over there. We got Old Crow over there, and then Rebel Yell. You don't see a lot of Dusty Rebel Yells. The original Eagle Rare that we'll have to pour one of these days. Down here, we've got more Dusties. Look at that McKenna in the ceramic container. Down here is a few bottles that I really loved a few years ago, and then went and hunted the second one down. I don't know what I'm saving this for, so maybe one of you will want me to open them, and we'll uh, explore them too. And then down here is the Kirkland brand, which is again great bourbon for the price. It's also made by 1792. And then some of the others, Thomas More editions there. Got Four Roses over here, another great brand. You got Woodford here. The Baccarat is an excellent bourbon aged in cognac. And then you've got all the different little experimental bottles that we should get into in the different episodes. What else? We got Harrison Brothers down here, Calumet, a rare character down there. So again, there's a lot of options for us to explore. Maybe this will last me a whole year. We'll have to wait and see. So give me your suggestions. Again, I also age my cigars. We talked about it in the first week. So I've got a couple of different bourbons aging my cigars here. So looking forward to your comments. Looking forward to your suggestions. That'll help me figure out what my next pours will be. Cheers, and see you in the next episode of The Daily Pour.